Welcome to my channel where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. Recently, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, who was also the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party in the 2023 presidential election, spoke to BBC Hausa Service, where he pledged or claimed that in the merger talk and the alliance that is ongoing between the People's Democratic Party and the Labour Party, that if the merger is successful or Peter Obi returns to PDP and the party decide that the next presidential candidate of the party should come from the South East, and then Peter Obi emerges from the South East, that he will support Peter Obi. He told that to the BBC. And if you are a follower of this channel or a subscriber of this channel, you will know that I did a video to warn Peter Obi that there is no alliance that Atiku Abubakar will enter with any political party in which Atiku Abubakar's people will not dominate it, to ensure that Atiku Abubakar will be favored in who emerges the presidential candidate. I went through memory lane to show how Atiku Abubakar always positioned himself in such a way who will be a beneficiary of such. I even went as far back as 2011 to remind Peter Obi that in 2011, Atiku Abubakar, working in an alliance with other northern presidential candidates, challenged President Goodluck Jonathan for the presidential ticket of the PDP. At that time, northern elite felt that Jonathan was taking their position. Yaradua died in 2010. Jonathan became president. Jonathan became president in 2010, following the death of Yaradua on May 10 or May 5th, 2010. He became the acting president, and he became the president following his death. And they say he shouldn't contest the 2011 election, that it is still the turn of the North to continue with Yaradua being in power. Since Yaradua is dead, another northern person should replace Yaradua in 2011. But Nigerians wanted a change. It was the first time somebody from Niger Delta is in a position to be president of Nigeria. And people rallied around Jonathan, encouraged him to contest. But Atiku Abubakar as northern elite that include General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, that include General Ali Uguzo, that include Governor Saraki, Bukola Saraki, and Atiku Abubakar. They all came out to challenge Jonathan. But the North now decided that they will do what they call the consensus candidate. Adamu Chiroma was now become chairman of the consensus committee to select among the northern presidential candidates in the PDP to see who will go and challenge Jonathan at the convention for the PDP ticket. You know what it means, General Babangida. You know what it means, General Ali Uguzo, the spy master and all that. At the end of the day, when the Northern elders or the consensus committee met, interviewed all of them, Atiku Abubakar strangely beat all of them and emerged the consensus candidate. Now, if Atiku Abubakar could be able to outsmart General Babangida, outsmart Ali Uguzo, outsmart Bukola Saraki at that time, because that time Bukola Saraki, I think he was a sitting governor. He has outsmart all of them, and they matched the consensus candidates. I don't see how Peter Obi could be able to come tops in a challenge with Atiku Abubakar, who has, from all indications, have shown interest that he wants to contest for president in 2027. So I believe that any alliance Atiku is entering, it is for his own favor. And I have also seen a statement before by the Secretary of Coalition of Political Parties, CUPP, where the Secretary was talking about the fact that Atiku always like to take advantage of such a coalition to emerge tops. That is always looking for his own interest. If he doesn't get it, then he's out of it. So I said, look, Peter Obi should go alone. Nigerian people trusted him in 2023. They gave him their vote massively, despite the fact that many people at that time claim he has no structure. But he was able to show them that he has structure, and that the structure is the people. It's not about the money bags, but at the point of nomination in Nigeria, it's all a question of cash. That's why dollar rain used to occur anytime the PDP and the APC, they are doing their presidential primaries. So I advise that Peter Obi should not bother himself that much with any alliance with Atiku Abubakar, because Atiku Abubakar will outsmart him, outstage him, and he will be put in a position that he will not like to be put. So the best thing, to my understanding, is that Peter Obi should go alone. And in any case, I said it in that video too, that 2027 is not the turn of the North to look for president after 8 years of Muhammad Buhari. So Atiku Abubakar, ab initio, is not even supposed to show interest in the presidential race in 2027. To show, because if truly he cares about zoning and all that, and we know the role he played in destroying zoning in PDP ahead of the 2023 presidential election. Now, following all that happened, Peter Obi had not said anything, but now Peter Obi has said something about this matter, and he talked about this in an interview he had with Neo TV, Global Black TV, which was an interview that was released on YouTube, where Obi also reacted to the issue of zoning the presidency to the Southeast. As Atiku said, that if it is zoned to the Southeast, that if Obi emerges, he will support Obi. And in responding to the interview, Peter Obi said that he was grateful that Atiku said he will support him if the candidate is to come from the Southeast. And in a characteristic Obi way too, Obi made it clear that his concern is not basically about personal ambition, or political maneuvering, but rather the well-being of Nigeria and its people. He went on to say that, and I quote, he said, "I'm not desperate to be president. I'm desperate to see Nigeria work, especially for the poor people, because we have a lot of potential." Now, you can see that P2B is not much concerned about that the thing be zoned to Southeast or not. Okay? But what the P2B should note also is that the presidency should stay in the South for 8 years. That is sacrosanct. I hope he's aware of it, because if he is to concede that position to the North, it could have serious damage to the way the southern people of Nigeria will view him in future. So that should be something that must be at the back of his mind as he continue to talk with Atiku Abubakar and co. But I know Atiku will never concede. Will never concede that the presidency should go to the South. He will do everything possible to ensure that the leadership that will emerge from the coalition will throw the vote with the ticket open. At the end of the day, he will hijack it the way he normally does with the PDP since 2019. Now, speaking on a potential merger between Labour Party and PDP, Obi expressed openness to the idea, provided the goal is to better govern Nigeria and unlock the potential or its potential. Obi said if the merger is to be able to govern Nigeria properly, unlock all those things that will make Nigeria a better place, I am for it. Of course, he clarified that he has no interest in merger or alliances solely to secure power or win elections. He said if it is just a merger for election or state capture, I am not for it or part of it. I don't want to be part of anything like that. So he emphasized that he is not desperate. Yes, P2B is not desperate, but Nigerians are desperate to see him occupy that position, because those who are on that seat right now, they are messing up the country. Things are going from bad to worse. And P2B should know that he is carrying the expectations of millions of Nigerians. And he cannot just wish it away. He has to do the best he could to push it forward. Let us see how far it can go, especially if the election is free and fair. And I strongly believe that APC cannot win a free and fair election in Nigeria. There is no way APC can win free and fair election in Nigeria. The only reason why APC have been winning elections in Nigeria, quote and unquote, is because they have been rigging the elections. The elections have not been transparent. Because if elections are won by your performance, there is no basis for APC to win election, both nationally and locally in Nigeria. And of course, P2B talked about the importance of unity and cooperation among individuals and parties, but only if the objective is to build a better Nigeria. So you can see that P2B, unlike Atiku Abubakar, is not desperate for power. He's not desperate to be president. But Nigerians are desperate to see a change in the country. And they are not going to take it lightly with Peter Obi if he is to concede to Atiku Abubakar. So it is nice that he has made his position clear, has given the condition for him to be part of the alliance, that it is not just merely to win election, because it is just to win election, in my estimation, for Atiku Abubakar, is just to win election. Atiku Abubakar right now is in a position where he's ready to work with anyone just to win the election. But Peter Obi is looking at it from a higher perspective, that the process through which the victory must come must be altruistic. It must be in the best interest of the people. It's not just to gather coalition to grab power. And his performance in the last election shows that Peter Obi is somebody who has the trust of Nigerians, and who, by his record, they believe that he can change a whole lot of things in the country. And like he always said, that for you to be addressed as excellence, the process that brings you to power must be excellent. Peter Obi used to say that. He's sort of repeating the same process in giving his condition here. He said it means that the process for the merger must first of all be altruistic. It must be based on good governance. It is not just you want to grab power, like what the APC did in 2015. It was just to grab power from PDP. They're not aware of what to do with it. They were not prepared. They were so unprepared that it took Buhari almost a year to form a cabinet. Even when Tinubu emerged in 2023, not much was learned. It took Tinubu almost 2 months or thereabouts, or 3 months, for him to have a cabinet. To show you the level of unpreparedness. All they are interested was just to grab power. Peter Obi said no. That's not the kind of thing he wants to be a part of. He wants to be part of a group that are committed to good governance. And when you are committed to good governance, you don't need a whole 1 month to be able to form a cabinet if you take over government or if you win an election. So I totally agree with Peter Obi on the condition he gave. But that, looking at the body language of Atiku Abubakar, that is not the kind of thing Atiku wants. Atiku just want to grab the power. And that is the more reason why I still insist that Peter Obi should keep off. Atiku Abubakar, if he want to come out in 2027 against the zoning arrangement in this country, that power should stay in the south for 8 years and return to the north. If you want to contest, let him go ahead and contest alone. Just as if Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso want to contest, let him go alone. But Peter Obi is the candidate that could be able to beat Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027. That was why I have said it. I agreed with Dr. Dati Baba Ahmed that they could beat APC any day in a free and fair election. If the election is free and fair, Peter Obi and Dati Baba Ahmed will beat Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his running mate any day in a free and fair election. I totally believe that. So Peter Obi can do it without Atiku Abubakar. He has done it before in 2023 when people thought it was impossible. He can do it again. That's my belief. What is needed now, what should be the of concern of Peter Obi and Dati Baba Ahmed and others who want a new Nigeria is to ensure that the next election is foolproof, that APC cannot be able to rig it. And the Nigerian people will not allow them to rig it and get away with it. So that is basically the major issue at stake. If all these things are put in place, all the checks and balances are put in place to ensure free and fair election, APC cannot defeat Peter Obi and his running mates, Dati Baba Ahmed, in 2027. I don't see how they will do it, because their record is abysmal so far, and there is not going to get any better. This APC that we are seeing, they're not going to do better than what they have done so far. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.